Just barely cleared it.
It's a lot different. Every time I get older and I get up here and it's just like a year's past. Thank you. You're also right.
I'll let you know. You're not old. Comparatively.
Argumentatively, I've lived half of my life. Hey! Guys, I'm this way. I haven't seen these guys.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out, you guys might know the answer that we don't know. When was the last time the three of us did a panel together?
A long time.
Correct. Thank you for narrowing it down. Einstein.
You were here earlier this year.
Yeah.
You were here earlier this year. He just wasn't here.
He wasn't here.
Right.
I wasn't here yet. So it didn't count as the three of us, if the three of us aren't
They
here.
kick you out of the seat.
I was just thinking the common denominator is the person who's always here no matter what. This guy. The great thing is the R2M panel with the no R and no M.
It's R.
Still fielding questions about Band of Brothers.
Well, it's good to have, so I didn't even see
that.
Matt till right now. So, Matt, so good to see you, buddy.
Hey, so good to see you, Speight.
I'm so glad this worked
What the
out.
hell have you been up to, man?
Not much from you.
You guys haven't been on the stage. We miss you a lot. I've been watching from YouTube, and all I see is Robbie up here by himself.
Thank you.
Lindsay's watching.
He's watching. Somebody is.
I think you're like, thank
And then also we do a meet and greet, R2M meet and greet, and
Yeah, we do.
for a while there was the R2M meet and greet, and these guys couldn't be there, and they keep the open seats for R&M, so it's just me and two empty seats.
It's just so sad.
Yeah, it's like a tribute meet and greet.
Anyway, it's great to have the band back together.
It would have been nice if they had some cardboard cutouts for those movies.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, or some non-union versions of ourselves coming in like, yeah,
How's life? How's life, man?
Yeah, life's life.
Yeah.
How's your life?
Same.
Yours?
Ditto.
You know what's good? This moment right now.
Right!
This
Exactly.
It is, man.
It's really good to see you.
How
It's really good
old
to
is
see you.
Macklin now?
Macklin is 8.
Wow.
Yes.
8.
Yes. He describes me as a lot.
He's got to get it.
You're a lot.
Yeah, he's got to prepare for Daddy to come home.
Yeah, we just came from Oregon and we were with the in-laws and they're just all better people than me. So I really try to like up my game and I'm really like, does anybody need a glass of water? Can I barbecue something? Does this need to be vacuumed? How about the cat box? I got a scoop. And my son at 8 years old would be like, oh. Literally, like almost embarrassed that I'm trying so hard. Like, listen, granddaddy, he's just a lot. Can I have the ego now? Like, it's just something, man.
Gets it. You know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of when I used to go visit my nephew. I used to I'd take a nap beforehand because I had to have a lot of energy to visit him. And then his mom told me later that before I came over, he was like, Uncle Rob's coming over, I gotta take a nap.
Really?
He's like, it's a lot, I gotta take a nap.
That's hilarious.
He does the same thing to me when he hears me getting like short-tempered with my delivery in a response. So I'm like, yes. Oh, you need some sleep, Dada? No? No, you need some sleep. All right, I'm gonna go lay down.
Your son's telling you when it's nap time. That's a nice. That's great.
Mandy stopped him from taking naps around 7, and I'm like, I'm picking up now the naps. At 40, I'm telling you, I wake up and as soon as I open my eyes in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna need a nap today. The second I wake up, I'm like, what's happening in my body?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not the same. I could barely jump off a chair. I had to stretch for 20 minutes backstage.
Well, good for you for stretching.
They're like, what are you doing back there? I'm like, I can't afford to pop an Achilles. I just gotta.
Because you've done that, by the way.
I've done that, skipping.
Yeah. You gotta tell that story? Oh, tell that story, dude.
So I just told the ladies backstage as they were like, what the hell are you doing? It's a Sunday afternoon in beautiful sunny California. I'm having the time of my life. This is when my son did take a nap back in 2020, first year of the pandemic. And he wakes up from his nap and I'm, stoned. So I go, hey. Something really cool that I just realized I never taught you in life is how to skip. He's a great runner, he can walk just fine. Like, I forgot to do skip. I'm like, come outside. And I place him like 30 yards away from me because I'm gonna be the skippiest dad of all day, of all time. I put him over there, he's by Rich. My wife's standing next to him. I'm like, all right, buddy, make sure you're focused right on me. Watch every single thing I do. This is so easy, because I'm running in slow motion. I lift one leg in the air. I go, and I push really hard. I go, ha! And there's a smile, and as this foot hits the ground, I go, ha! Ha! Down, and I'm curled up in a ball going, no! Screaming like that because 2 weeks earlier, I called Jared and I said, Jared, I'm having all this ankle problem. Can I talk to your brother on the phone? I called him on the phone. His brother goes, hey, what's going on? How old are you? I was like 38. He's like, I hear you're having some ankle problems. I said, yeah. I said, maybe stop doing so much because you're getting too old. That's literally his response. He said, hey, yeah, at some point you can't run 5 miles every day. You gotta just, watch the news. I said, all right, that's fine. Okay, great. 2 weeks later on a Sunday in front of my son's beautiful blue eyes, I fall to the ground, grimacing. And I didn't, it's not even skipping plural, it's I skipped. 1 pop, 2, 1.5, 1 3/4 skip, that was it. In the hospital, full rupture.
And one of the details about this that's really interesting is the whole thing was captured on a security camera. And Matt sent out to the group the video, and you can't hear Matt talking really because it's far away, it's just high angle. But you sure as shit can hear your Achilles break, and it sounds like somebody hit the ground with a whip.
Sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah, man.
It was PTSD about that sound.
Yeah. So let me ask you, did Matt go, okay, got it?
No.
How's that, Buck?
Yeah, now he hangs it over my head. And he'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go outside and skip. You should stay in, Dad, because I don't want you to rupture your leg again. And that's what he'll say. And then he'll be like we'll be at like a dinner thing, there'll be a bunch of adults, and he'll be standing around, and he'll want to get in on a conversation, because he's like me, and just always has to say something, And be a bunch of group around, and he'll be like, yeah, a long time ago I was here, and I visited Dad, and I worked on this and this, and he'd be like, my dad ruptured his Achilles skipping. Like as an icebreaker to get into a conversation. And then I have to tell this, you see how sweaty I am? I have to tell the same story every time, like business atmospheres, and that's my guy though, putting Dad on the spot.
That's a good story, man. It's a good story.
It is a good story.
How are you is it healed completely?
I mean, they held up for that jump.
Yeah, good point.
I was worried.
I was worried. Well, should we dive in and do
Let's
an
dive
actual...
into some questions.
Yeah, let's do it. What do you say? Right there. You.
Hi guys, so glad that you're finally here. I was wondering, the Supernatural fan base is so huge. What do you think it is about the show that appeals to such a diverse audience?
I think the theme of, look, we don't really know. It's a phenomenon. I mean, it really is.
Dude, that was a great answer. Like, it's the theme. I don't know, man.
No, I was about to give an answer, and I was like, it could be so many things. It's a phenomenon, really. But I think there are so many elements that went into it. I think the theme of family is big. And I think what we created here in this gathering that we get to do several times a year at the conventions is a family, it's like a family reunion, And you also, rewatching the show, as Richard and I are doing right now.
Yeah, Rob and I have a podcast, in case you don't know. Supernatural then and now.
And so rewatching it, or watching it for the first time, as we're doing, I'm thinking about that the whole time, and it really is so many things worked out that almost can't be replicated. I mean, it starts with Jensen and Jared. They're both so great at what they do, and the relationship between the brothers, and then it just filters down. I mean, the writing, the production, the Serge, the DP. But I think there's something about the theme of family that seems to stick. You guys want to help me out? I mean,
No, I think honestly, I think that's it. I think there's a very strong through line, and that's been the backbone of the show the whole time, which is the brothers' relationship and their search for the connection with family and their creation of a family outside of the DNA of a natural family. And that to me is sort of, people can relate to that. People relate to those relationships, those trials and tribulations. And it stems from a great idea executed by incredibly talented people. I mean, really what it boils down to, Rob went through the list, and the list is endless. You go back and watch the pilot, and I'm saying this to you guys who are already Supernatural fans, but if you went to somebody who didn't know Supernatural and showed them the Supernatural pilot, it still holds up as a great pilot. It's incredibly well directed by David Never. It's incredibly well directed. It's incredibly well shot. And you take it for granted because you know them and they're big stars. But at one point, these were names on a page with no actors attached. And they had to figure out who was going to play Sam and Dean. And that process is not an exact science. And bad casting can ruin great things. This wasn't great casting. It was sublime casting.
Yeah.
Because they are literally perfect for those roles and perfect for each other and how they play off each other with those roles. So without that literally lightning in a bottle, which is too hellish to even name, we wouldn't be standing here having this conversation.
The other thing that needs to be mentioned is we keep marveling at is they did such great casting of guest stars. And I think that's one of the, we're all here today because of that, and such great guest stars, such great actors, and they hired, and certainly for the conventions, good people. I mean, we've all become really good friends because these are all really good people across the board. And I think the conventions have sort of, even though the show is over, it kind of has held that. We're a family, and everybody's here for the right reasons, and we appreciate it so much. And so, I don't know, there's just a lot of love around it.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi guys, I'm Amanda, and I'm not very original, I'm sorry. So, it's been a couple years, I like a Tim Amundsen story.
I will not be able to add to that because I've seen him for the first time yesterday, so I'll say it's great to see Tim Amundsen. He's an awesome dude. He's preparing himself so well in mind, body, and spirit. And he's just one of my favorite guys. All right, I'll leave it to you fellas.
I don't have a current Tim Amundsen story, but I love that dude, and I'm excited to see him. I was excited to see him on the roster for this one, because I haven't seen him in a few years now. So
Yeah.
I am just excited to hug the man, as you would be, and I'm going to wrap him up when I see him. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. I don't have a story that I haven't told you already, other than same as these guys, that we've been texting all week, and we share in common the stroke factor, and we were already good friends through Richard because Richard knew him first, and then we got to know each other and traveled the world doing this, and then we both had the same experience, and I think that kind of grew us even tighter, and it going closer with him and his family through that, and he's just a dear friend, and I just love him so much.
Thank you very much. All right, very good. Morning.
Sorry, first wanted to thank you for Supernatural then and now. It's great, it's wonderful.
Good, glad you like
Thanks
it.
for listening.
Thank you. My question is for Rich and Rob. I am very curious about that jib panel that didn't happen with Rob and Jensen and ended up being Rich and Jensen. And I'm wondering if you can give us any insight onto why.
We had nothing to do with that switch.
I have a little bit of an answer.
You do?
Well, originally what they wanted it to be was a boys panel where Jensen and I would talk about the boys. That was kind of how it was presented to us. And so Jensen was like, we can't talk about the boys. Like, I certainly can't say anything about the season that's about to air. And, especially on that show, you're kind of sworn to secrecy. So that was, that's what Jensen was
Yeah,
like.
and just to clarify for people who don't know, this was recently in Rome on the schedule. On the last day of the convention, Rob was scheduled to do a panel with Jensen, and I was scheduled to do a panel with Jared. And at the 11th hour, the last minute,
They
they
just
swapped it.
flipped us,
They
yeah.
put Rob with Jared and me with Jensen.
But I have to say, and I love Jensen, and we'll do another one together. And I've done panels with Jensen before. I don't know if I've ever just sat me and Jared and done a panel, and it was just the loveliest thing. It was just so sweet.
And I've never done one with Jensen. I've done a panel with Jared, but I've never
I
done
thought that
one.
was hilarious.
Right.
But
There you go.
Jared, we realized being there together that a lot of my scenes I had were with Sam, and so we had just the sweetest time. So it all worked. And then at the end, Jared and I came out, and the four of us did a little panel together. So that was
That was funny.
That was a riot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So blame the boys.
Blame the boys.
Hi.
Hello.
Do it and squeak into the
Rich,
microphone.
stop making her laugh.
It's all right.
First I want to say congratulations to Rob on it being 2018 and him still being Chuck God.
Yes, thank you. I didn't even think about that. And at that point, I probably was still a good guy. Yeah.
And then my question is, if you could choose any redemption arc for your characters, what would you want it to be?
Redemption arc for our characters. Well, Robbie, you need the most redeeming.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I ever need a redemption arc. I tried to help the guys that got killed. Poof, end of arc. You know what I mean? You know what I tell you what I would fix in my arc? Not die. Okay.
Times 3.
Yeah,
Matt, redemption arc?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rich on this one. I would have not left in the beginning, and then I would have not died somehow. You know, just been around, old John W., all gray, you know, coming along nicely in the front.
All right, Robbie.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, certainly I would like to be redeemed. In an arc.
Like a
big boat.
Like a coupon. Hey, I've got this God coupon. Can I redeem this?
Except it's for the arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One arc for me.
Just a big arc with 2 sets of every animal. No, what I really mean is, it would have been nice if, in that last scene when Jack was sort of sucking the god out of me, and the boys were like, yeah, go get him, and then they got in their car and dirt in my face and all that. If they would have stopped the car and been like, hold on, Chuck, and I would have been like, guys, I'm sorry. And they would have been like, get in, Chuck. And I would have gotten them, and they're like, aw. We're driven off into the sunset. The end.
Thank you for your question. Well done, Bravo. You're right there.
I just want to say how I appreciate you guys keeping everything low key.
I like it.
Good one.
My question is, who has the best beard game in the cast, and how much on the budget do you think they spend?
Best beard game?
Beard game.
Beard, mustache.
I mean, Tim Amundsen.
Tim Allen is a
Very strong hair beard game.
Tim's really strong. Also, Adam Burgess can grow a beard in 30 seconds.
Can he really?
Well, he just goes from, he's like Homer Simpson. He shaves, and then he goes on stage, and immediately he's got like 15 o'clock shadow.
Oh, wow.
I bet it's Tim Allen.
I think Tim Amundsen has the
And
best.
the amount of money he spends on it would be zero. It's just gross. I don't see a lot of.
No money going to the hair and beard. No, except maybe at the end when Sam grew old. I think they did some hair and beard. Yeah.
She said strong beard game, but it's stronger.
Yeah, when I did the Hillywood for Supernatural, it was super fun to put on the beard and hair.
You spent more time getting Tim Amundsen's beard on than Tim Amundsen spends on getting the beard.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really fun to be him with the long hair and beard. Wish I could do that. Wish you could do that with the hair.
Yeah. Well, you're on film doing it. You captured it once.
Exactly.
You're immortalized. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hi,
Good.
So my question is for Matt, and I'm sorry, but I'm so happy you're here because you were on the website pending confirmation for months, and I was having anxiety if you were coming.
Yeah.
Same.
I feel the same anxiety though, because I'm like, I literally don't know if I'm gonna be here till
The last minute.
right now. Like, yeah, I'm on the stage.
Right, I know. So my question is for you, what was it like filming with Amy Gumnick, young Mary Winchester?
Yes, if you don't know, Amy is a lovely lady, and she is a constant professional and a total badass. And I believe Supernatural is one of her first. Did we talk about this?
Yeah, we just interviewed both of them on the podcast.
I want to say Young Mary was her first.
Was one of the
acting
first.
job off of a theater stage, like her first on-screen type of thing. And she was great. She was way better than me. She brought me up in every scene. I felt, like she had such a beautiful look that fit into that time, that era of the '70s, and you just look at her and all of a sudden you're different. You pull your jeans up a little higher, you tuck your shirt in, she brings the character out of you, and that's what you always hope for in any scene partner. These guys, same thing. They will help bring their character out of you with their greatness. It's the same thing with Amy, so she is lovely, and I was so lucky to work in front of her.
That's awesome. I'm still hoping for a young Mary and young John photo op.
Me too.
You've done that before, right?
Listen.
Not a creation.
Oh no, we haven't. That was overseas.
She hasn't been here ever.
All right, that's right. Well, listen, I'm still hoping for a medium-aged Mary and a medium-aged John.
There you go.
When you're the parental years,
It's called the midlife crisis, Winchester.
And just to be clear, the reason you have to not be here sometimes is because of work.
Yes.
You work at Entertainment Tonight.
I work for Entertainment Tonight currently, so I'm constantly asking questions to all people like Jensen and Jared, the super famous people, and it's nice, it's weird. I can tell you this, my experience at Entertainment Tonight proves that the people that are super famous in Hollywood are all really decent people. They all show up, they talk. The people that think they're famous in Hollywood, those are the shitheads. Those are the people that don't want to answer your questions, and their publicist only wants to give them 3 minutes. But the stars, rest assured, they're stars for a reason. They put in the work, they spend the time talking to the press, and honestly, I got a lot of respect for a lot of these people that are, the A-listers of Hollywood after working on this side of the press line, because some people think they're, deserve something, and then some people just are thankful and show gratitude, like your Meryl Streeps, your Rocks, your Matt Damons, like these big stars. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise will spend 2 hours on a press line. He'll skip the whole movie, make sure everybody has their. Yeah, Adam Sandler's a great man. Really, your A-listers are the greatest. It's awesome. The other ones that are like, I deserve this. It's like, oh boy.
Tom Cruise was in Rome when we were there, and we were all having dinner on the last night, and we were sort of outside this table, and this big crew of cars pulls up, this entourage, and it's Tom Cruise gets out, walks into the restaurant to have dinner. We're all going, oh my God, Tom Cruise in the restaurant. Everybody's buzzing the whole time. I go into the bathroom, I think a couple people did, and there are like 2 big guys standing at this entryway, but you can't get back into where Tom is. And I was like, is the bathroom back here? No, of course it's not. No, thank you. Anyway, and then we're all there, we're still eating, and then it's just, things just start to buzz again. You're like, something's happening. And Tom walks out, and he walks outside this restaurant with a whole bunch of tables, and as soon as he walks out, everybody just starts applauding.
Yeah, it was really cool, man.
And Tom was he was all, thank you, he was very
There's
gracious.
spontaneous applause in Italy for Tom Cruise, and people was like, yeah, and I thought that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Cool.
And all of a sudden, then he was just Tom Cruise, the big smile, the wave.
He was so gracious, he really was.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I love hearing that, Matt. That's cool. I love hearing that. That's awesome. That the people we want to be awesome are awesome.
And the people we think are going to be douchebags are douchebags.
Exactly. All right, which side are we on? Are we on, oh, we're here, okay.
Oh, that side? Hi. Sorry, I just haven't done a bit with these guys in a long time. I'm trying to figure it out.
Hi, my name is Adrian. I discovered Supernatural and binged the entire thing over our strange time that we don't speak of anymore. But that led me down this rabbit hole, and I found your podcast as well. So I'm curious as to what, in your rewatching the show as a normal consumer, not an actor, what are the scenes that have most surprised you so far?
Scenes?
Yeah, scenes.
Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. I will say, what's I don't know if it surprised me, but impressed me is just how consistently good the show is. I know we say that a lot, but I think a lot about, and I talked to Rob a lot about, what the lineup of TV must have been. It must have been Supernatural, shit, poop, and garbage. I mean, it had to be like Dawson's Creek and other bullshit, some dickhead in a boat. And then you got this show, and you got Jared and Jensen who are doing movie-level acting. That episode where Jared's got to go shoot the girl and Jensen's standing there, that movie, that scene's unbelievable. Like, you're watching these guys do what could be schlocky CW TV. It's so elevated, what they do, and the writing that they've been handed. and the way it's shot. It's just an elevated experience, man. That's what I take away. Pablo?
Yeah, and just, we've been doing these conventions now for, 15 years, and I had never sat down and watched the show. I've seen my episodes, I've seen some of my friends' episodes, I've seen several of Richard's that he directed, but like I'd never seen Matt's first episode, I've never seen that before. But I've seen scenes, I watched the collages that you do, the videos that people make, and same with Misha's first episode. I never sat down and watched that, so it was really wild to see something I thought I knew, but actually see it and go, it's like if there's an old movie you haven't seen, but you've seen scenes of it so many times, then you get to finally sit down and watch it like, oh, okay. So this vision of when Misha came in, he's got the wings, and that everybody went like, Castiel. I didn't realize they thought he was evil, and they're gonna try to shoot him. It never occurred to me that they were like, this guy's super evil. And same with Matt's episode, it just didn't line up how I thought it was gonna line up. That was a little more like Back to the Future when Jensen first sees him in the diner. Just all that stuff, just like, okay. It's just like you're seeing the puzzle put together finally, and that's kind of cool. And like Rich said, I've been pleasantly surprised at how consistently, starting with the first season, it's just been great, and every season seems to get even better. And you're like, wow, because the first season was great.
Yeah, we're in the middle of season 4 now.
Now we're in the middle of season 4, and it's just rocking.
Awesome.
And we have to work to try to come up with criticisms, because that's part of it. So we have to give a review,
right?
And we have to be kind of like different every time. But every time we're like, well, that was a home
And we
run.
try to be honest about it, man. I mean, we try to give our genuine opinion about what we like and what doesn't necessarily land for us. And, it's consistently really good. Thank you for your question. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I've got a question exclusively for Richard, but I do have a general question for the others. The main question for Richard was, were you ever in an episode of Cold Case? Because I swear I saw you in it, but I can't seem to find you listed in any of the credits.
Nope.
I was.
It was Rob you saw.
I could have sworn it was you. It looked just like you when you played, because I've seen you in a young episode, and I saw you younger when you were at the beginning of Supernatural, and it sounded just like you.
It was Rob.
Good to me.
My general question is, about the little Nephilims, a whole time little Celestials might help.
Oh, you're in for a rude awakening.
With the knowledge that the word Gaiti, with the knowledge that the word giant comes from the ancient Greek Gaiti, which means earthborn, when they talk about Nephilims being a race of giant species, they don't mean that they're going to be really tall, it just means that they're going to be earthborn as opposed to celestial, made like their heavenly parent.
Is that a question?
Yeah, is that what you think?
Oh, I agree. Rob? Completely agree. Have said that not less than 1,000 times. Baba?
They don't mean tall.
No, of course they don't. Baba? I know, Baba.
So what you're saying is that
You know damn well what you're saying. Answer the question.
that the celestial beings would have been really big?
They say that they think they should be big because it says that Nephilims are a race of giant creatures.
Right.
But the word giant didn't always mean big.
Right.
It just used to mean earth. The earth. So it doesn't mean that Nephilims are going to be big.
Right. Right.
Humans.
Yes. Right. Yes. I agree, Matt.
Oh, damn it. Oh, well. Next time.
Thank you so much for your question. You're really part of the house.
Oh, well, everybody, we're done. Thank you. We appreciate it. You're right there.
Hi guys, big fan of all three of you. You are all so talented in like multiple ways. What would be, now that sadly Supernatural is over, what would be your dream job? Be it acting, directing, music, what would be like the #1 gig for you to get?
If not acting?
Oh, you can still act, but like let's say you want to be a superhero or you want to be in a heavy-hitting drama or something.
I didn't even know that was in the mix.
actor, director, musician, or superhero? I'm gonna go with superhero. I think that's, I'll go with superhero. Fellas?
I want to be a superhero who's also a rock star.
But can't you be, if you're a superhero, can't you still be like shred people to death?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, I'm a superhero who shreds people. I'm called the Shredder.
Right.
But also we like it. Oh,
Only bad people get hurt. Only bad people get hurt.
Right.
Everybody else loves it.
Yeah. The bad people. So if you have a concert with a lot of bad people,
we'd all be superhero like musicians. Rob be the shredder. I'd be the tromboner.
And I'd be the flutist.
There you go. And then I love it. Thank you.
it hurts, but it's also really great.
It hurts, but I can't stop singing it. It's danceable and killing me.
If there's not a Richard Speight tromboner shirt by the end of the week, you won't feel my life.
Hi.
It better have a beard and a mustache, too.
Hi, this is my first con, and I'm super excited because I've been a fan of Supernatural for 10 years now, so it's super fun.
Welcome.
Awesome.
And I'm like a major stoner, so like I have to ask this question. If your characters could have a smoke circle, who would they bring to that smoke circle?
What the hell is a smoke circle? I don't know what a smoke circle is.
Like, pass the joint around.
Yeah, people smoking weed. In
After COVID? No thanks.
Sorry, Dad's not going to be playing.
Not happening. Not on my watch. And by the way, if I go to the green room and either one of you are passing joints, so help me Rob.
She said your character.
Oh, if Gabriel comes in that green room, then she's leaving smoking. So help me Rob.
The thing is, Gabriel and Loki would be the biggest stoner of them all.
No, Loki. You've never seen Loki. Because Loki has his little sucker case.
Oh, boy.
You've never watched the show. You've never seen one episode.
That's not true. I've seen JD Channels. I've seen what you did in JD Channels.
But that's not Loki.
Who is it?
Aha! You have to wait till season 15.
It's the trickster. The trickster is Loki, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, Loki is a straight guy.
Whoa! Hey! Hold on! Not pigeonhole the fella! You might dabble.
So Loki doesn't smoke weed, but the trickster is definitely a weed smoker. There's no way he's not.
He might be.
You're a liar. Well, I'll tell you this. If Chuck was smoking weed in a circle, he'd definitely invite Young John because he knows Young John smokes weed. And we'll ride the entire cast of the Winchesters. But Matt Cohen would be there as Young John as well.
Yes. I will tell you this, if I had a smoke circle, there'd be one person in it. It would be real serious, and I'd make this person do a hero dose of cannabis to change his entire life. That person would be Richard Speight Jr. in my circle.
I knew where that was going.
Rich,
but is that a circle?
Put your hands on my chest.
Hey, I don't gotta be stoned to put my hands on your chest. You know what I'm saying?
Now slowly put this into your mouth.
Please be a joint. Please be a joint. Please be a joint.
Yeah, take off the blindfold.
This is getting real pear-shaped. Oh, man.
Oh, there it is. Now suck in deep.
I was about to say I'm jealous, now I'm good. And then it's like this. Hey, okay.
Like, shh. Now hum with me, Speight.
Thank you for this. I went to therapy to try to get this ripped from my brain. Thank you for your question.
Speight's first sentence after that circle would be, how come I can smell the days of the week now? I would enjoy the shit out of freaking him out.
You.
So quick to get off the question.
Hi, my name is Grace. I first want to say my dad's favorite character
Well, tell Gary I say hello right back.
Okay, so my question is, so all of you have played a powerful creature at some point. What, if you had the powers that your characters did, what's the most chaotic thing you would do?
I feel like my character already did it.
Like you as yourself, not as a character.
Right. Chaotic.
Chaotic, huh?
Yeah, like build
I would take all the numbers off the seats. Good luck! Chaos, huh?
I love chaos.
Since when I played Michael, I could just flick and people would disappear. Right now, I would just go psh, and you'd be gone. We wouldn't have to even answer this.
Yeah.
But in a kind way.
I can't believe he would.
I wouldn't do it in a mean way.
Yeah.
Just like, I wish I was in a pot circle somewhere instead of this question.
You could be in the pot circle too.
Yeah, you be the pot circle.
Don't tell Gary.
I don't smoke.
And nor should you, Matt.
Retime all the traffic lights. Ha ha ha. Chaos.
It's an annoying when it happens sometimes.
We didn't know chaos always annoying?
Chaos. I myself am not a big fan of chaos. We're all September kids.
That's right.
I will set Rob's phone to military time. 2300! You took your own life when you realized you couldn't tell time.
I would chaos. I'd make a Rob, Rich, and Matt panel where Matt and Rich showed up. This is chaos!
Pandemonium.
I like it! It's still my favorite bit.
Thank you for your question.
Oh no! I'm gonna buy the record! It's killing me!
Watch out, it's a tromboner.
I've never do a trombone.
Get down. Doug the boner.
Yes, ma'am?
Just the visual and causes It's because the leotard also covers the tromboner, you know? So put it in your mind. See it in Superman blue and red.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Been great. Last panel.
My name is Melissa. I met Richard and Matt in Chicago in 2013. Rob, this is my first time meeting you. My comment to you isn't a question. Thank God you and Jim are still here. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. What?
Good night.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for saying that.
As if you would humor me, I want to see if I'm shorter than you.
Sure, let's do it. How short am I?
I think Rob's going to win this one.
It's interactive.
Yep. Rob won. You got it, Rob. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. There we go.
Rob won.
Mystery solved. All right, you right there.
My name's Ashley, and
Oh, you look at it.
I usually do that when someone else
so my question is, extremely badass characters, and so how do you your character every day, like Rob, as you realized God was getting worse, and Richard, you realized Gabriel was getting better. How did you think of how to get into that character and how to really push that character to be who they became?
How'd you do it, Bobo? Do tell.
I saw something recently online that was Rob Benedict, actor, whatever, aliases. Robert Patrick Benedict, which used to be my stag name,
right?
Before I got to shorten it down to Rob Benedict, and then another alias is Bobo. And you're the only person in the world that's ever called me Bobo.
But now people know, you guys know him as Bobo, right?
Because of you.
Did you know his other nickname? Bibby? There's a period of time when Rob wanted to be called Bibby.
No, never.
Never Bingo Bango Bobo? Never Bingo Bango Bobo?
Nope.
Right. Man, you remember Bingo Bango Bobo.
But to answer this young lady's question, I thought about, I feel like I still can't look at you.
Biddly, 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 bye.
Nobody ever called me that, ever. For me, it was a matter of, it's like, I just sort of played the strict father who, in season 11, when it was sort of outed that I was God, I added on to Chuck this idea of being a father, an absentee father who could sometimes be really strict. And then in season 14, 15, when I got bad, it was like the motivation was a father that had gone off the rails and was having a really bad midlife crisis. That was sort of where I started. But I always tried to have a through line of it all still being Chuck. I didn't want it to feel like a different character than the one you met in season 4. So that was what it was for me. Guys, did you answer yours?
Yeah.
Dicky Boo? Ricky Rick Rowan?
I like Dick.Doo-Doo. It sounds like an email address. Dick.Doo-Doo.
Matt?
What's the question?
How did Rob get in character?
How did you get motivation for when you became Michael? What was your motivation for sort of being the evil?
Not to get fired. I read the script a lot. I hoped to deliver a performance and one that didn't piss
That's a strong motivator right there. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
My name is Sandy. I'm here for my first time in the Supernatural Convention.
Welcome.
Thank you. Big fan of you. I had my picture with you yesterday, Richard. Awesome. I loved it.
Dope.
Good job, Rich.
So I have the questions for all 3, but I hope that Rob does not kill me for this one because it kind of includes Chuck.
Okay, great. Chuck being a great guy. Got it.
So my question is, what if Gabriel turned dark and was the one to kill Chuck instead of Jack? And how would Henry come back to help him out?
Yeah, Robbie.
You tell me, man. You're killing me.
First of all, I didn't know that Jack killed you.
He doesn't really kill me. He
took away his powers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Like, how would he, like father-son, like kind of like Lucifer Michael type battle?
Oh, yeah. Scrabble. They would scrabble to the death.
Just scrabble to the death?
Yep.
With Michael over his shoulder, like giving him hints.
Which annoys me because you're not supposed to get hints from Scrabble.
I know, but it's God. I know all words.
Right, so why are you getting my help from Michael?
You're getting help from Michael.
No, I'm not. You are.
You are because you beat me because you kicked the God out of me.
You don't believe I can help from Michael.